Here's Benny Hill.
You could hear the hoofbeats pound as they raced across the ground, and the clatter of the wheels as they spun round and round. And he galloped into Market Street, his badge upon his chest. His name was Ernie, and he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie loved a widow, a lady known as Sue. She lived all alone in Lily Lane at number 22. They said she was too good for him. She was haughty, proud and chic. But Ernie got his cocoa there 3 times every week. They called him Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. She said she'd like to bathe in milk. He said, all right, sweetheart. And when he'd finished work one night, he loaded up the cart. He said, you want it pasteurized, 'cause pasteurized is best. She says, Ernie, I'll be happy if it comes up to me chest. That tickled old Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie had a rival, an evil-looking man called Two-Ton Ted from Teddington, and he drove the baker's van. He tempted her with his treacle tarts and his tasty oatmeal bread, and when she seen the size of his hot meat pies, it very near turned her head. She nearly swooned at his macaroon, and he said, now if you treat me right, you'll have hot rolls every morning and crumpets every night. He knew once she sampled his layer cake, he'd have his wicked way, and all Ernie had to offer was a pint of milk a day. Poor Ernie. And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. One lunchtime, Ted saw Ernie's awesome cart outside her door. It drove him mad to find it was still there at 4:30. And as he leapt down from his van, off blood to his veins did course, and he went across to Ernie's cart, and he didn't half-kick his horse, whose name was Trigger. And he pulled the fastest milk cart in the West. Now Ernie rushed out into the street, his gold top in his hand. He said, if you want to marry Susie, you fight for her like a man. Oh, why don't we play cards for her, he sneeringly replied. And just to make it interesting, we'll have a shilling on the side. Now Ernie dragged him from his van, and beneath the blazing sun, they stood there face to face, and Ted went for his bun. But Ernie was too quick, things didn't go the way Ted planned, and a strawberry-flavoured yoghurt sent it spinning from his hand. Now Sue, she ran between them and tried to keep them apart. And Ernie pushed her aside, and a rock cake caught him underneath his heart. And he looked up in pained surprise, and the concrete hardened crust of a stale pork pie caught him in the eye, and Ernie bit the dust. Poor Ernie. Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West. Ernie was only 52. He didn't want to die. But now he's gone to make deliveries in that milk round in the sky, where the customers are angels and ferocious dogs are banned, and a milkman's life is full of fun in that fairy dairy land. But a woman's needs are manifold, and Sue, she married Ted. But strange things happened on their wedding night as they lay in their bed. Was that the trees a-rustling, or the hinges of the gate? Or Ernie's ghostly gold tops a-rattling in their crate? They won't forget Ernie. Ernie! And he drove the fastest milk cart in the West.
Benny Hill on the Dr. Demento show. That was for the demented class of Andrew Hunter in Toronto. The famous British TV comedian has also had several hit singles in England, and that one was just a monster. 1971, I believe it was the biggest record of the whole year in the UK. Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West. A dead milkman now, I guess. I wonder if that inspired the name of the group we heard earlier. Oh, Dr. Demento request line. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Brent Myers. I'm calling from Provo, Utah. I listen to Dr. Demento on KRSP. So I'd like to really hear that wonderful horror hit, The Cockroach That Ate Cincinnati.
Touch that dial. I must offer to you a confession.
I like movies that give me a fright. If the subject is horror, I've got to see more, or I won't be contented all night. You may call it my ghoulish obsession. It's a subject on which I get chatty. But the worst one, it seems, haunting all of my dreams, was the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. I've seen ghouls and hobgoblins and witches, and some moth-eaten werewolves with fangs. There were creatures that chattered and others that clattered, and Japanese monsters with bangs. Frankenstein gives me the shakes, and Count Dracula's driving me batty. But they're not on a par with the worst one by far, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, he must have needed a seltzer. It's amazing how much he got down. For lunch he just chew up a suburb or two, and for dinner he ate the whole town. Willard just sent me out laughing. I thought Ben looked a little bit ratty. Watch, sorry about that. But they're not half as bad as the worst scare I've had, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. Oh, my heart nearly stopped, he will never be topped, the cockroach that ate Cincinnati.
Every morning in the kitchen you could see him scurry. With those 6 fat legs, he could move in a hurry. Living on garbage, hiding in the wall, breathing sprays and poisons and surviving it all. Let me tell you about a roach. Big cockroach. With a female roach, his only thoughts to seduce her. He's an insect Casanova, a prolific producer. He's got a shiny back that's harder than granite. He's just about indestructible, damn it. He's a roach. Big cockroach. He was standing at the corner of Under and Sink. All mean and unshaven, he was looking for a drink. He had a dent in his neck from a month ago, when the maid caught him napping and stomped him on the floor. Once I threw a party, he showed up real drunk, leaned across my wet bar and called me a punk. Well, I took his remark rather tongue-in-cheek, but just to be safe, I made his next drink weak. He was mean. Big cockroach. After everybody left, we sat down on the rug. We were talking it out kind of man to bug. He said, "This country was built on persistence like mine. I'll survive, just relax. Everything will be fine." Big roach. Big cockroach. Now, we get along fine, at least so far. In fact, my only complaint is that he borrows my car. You can't fight evolution, not and win, he swears. Seems my only solution was to get him downstairs. Well, I didn't want him in my room. Listen, I've slept in a room with roaches before, but I've never had one hop in bed and throw one leg over me. When they start to cuddle, that's where I draw the line. Well, it's been a while since that went down. He moved out. People said he left town. Then, via the vine, I heard he moved to Manila. They say to marry a chick by the name of Bugzilla. Big roach. Big cockroach. A year went by and I got a visit from his son. He was bigger than a Buick. He weighed over a ton. So now I live downstairs. Well, what could I do? My only other choice was to have him move in with you. He was big. Big cockroach.
That's Kip Adata with Big Cockroach for Sean and Nikki Brown in Springfield, Missouri, and for Eric Clark in Mesa, Arizona, the immortal saga of the cockroach that ate Cincinnati. It's an all-request Dr. Demento show. Actually, I play lots of requests every weekend, and if you'd like to make one, just call the request line at 1-213-652-8028. Now, it is a toll call, but it's just loose change if you do it at night. And if your call is played back on the radio, you win a Dr. Demento t-shirt in addition to hearing a request that most likely only I can fulfill. The Dr. Demento request line, 1-213-652-8028. Some dementia inspired by a legendary television show is next on the Dr. Demento show.
Here's a Starship Tour update brought to you by Oxy 10. Starship is going all the way, and lead guitarist Craig Chiquiso says, watch out, that last step could be fatal.
It's our most elaborate stage setup ever. It's like the stairway that kind of goes up the center and then sort of into the distance, and then it just like ends like about 20 feet off the stage, so we got to make sure we don't like make that last step.
Starship is going to rocket into Detroit August 3rd through the 5th, and in New York, Canandaigua the 7th, Weedsport the 8th, and Middletown the 9th. For more details on where you can see Starship, keep listening to the Westwood One radio networks.
Skinny sticklets, fat with flavor. Skinny, that's the shape of skinny sticklets, fat with flavor. See how skinny, taste how fat.
Only one gum gives you 9 slim sticklets instead of 7 wide ones in a regular pack. Sticklets in natural spearmint or peppermint.
Skinny sticklets, fat with flavor. See how skinny, taste how fat. Just the two of us.
So, this is your new car. Mm-hmm. But it's so tiny. How are the two of us going to fit in there?
Perfectly. We're going to fit just perfectly.
Just the two of us.
That clean, crisp Dentine taste makes it nicer to get close. Not even mouthwash freshens your breath better than when you're chewing Dentine.
Think we could get any closer?
Let's try Dentine for the two of you.
Just the two of us, you and I.
Dr. Demento request line.
Hiya, Doc. This is Dave Clark, and I get undeniably demented on KSDB 92 at Fort Riley. And for my poor, unfortunate friends who don't have your show, I want to know if, for their sakes, could I please hear the trouble with Klingons? Thank you.
Captain Kirk! Captain Kirk!
Yes, Lieutenant, what is it?
Sensors are picking up a Klingon battle cruiser, rapidly closing on the station.
Jim, this man is a Klingon. And from my observations, it seems they're bisexual, reproducing at will.
I am going to be there, Kirk, to enjoy every minute of it.
Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that?
This station is swarming with Klingons.
And from my observations, it seems they're bisexual, reproducing at will.
Kirk, this station is swarming with Klingons.
I like them better than I like you.
Captain, I'm forced to agree with the doctor.
I know, but really...
All you have heard, to remember any portion of it, any word, will cause you pain, terrible pain, growing more terrible as you fight to remember.
Kirk, this station is swarming with Klingons.
They're consuming our supplies and returning nothing.
Oh, but they do give us something, Mr. Spock. They give us love.
I know, but really... Take us out of orbit, Mr. Spock. Ahead, warp factor 1. Acknowledged, Captain. Warp factor 1.
Across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Star trekking across the universe.
Slowly going forward 'cause we can't find reverse.
Lieutenant, report.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, Jim.
Analysis. Mr. Spock.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, Jim.
Star trekking across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Star trekking across the universe.
Slowly going forward, still can't find reverse.
Medical update. Dr. McCoy.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, Jim.
Starship Captain James T. Kirk.
Ah, we come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill, men.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
Well, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape 'em off, Jim.
Star trekking across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Star trekking across the universe.
Slowly going forward and things are getting worse.
Engine room. Mr. Scott.
You cannot change the laws of physics. Laws of physics. Laws of physics. You cannot change the laws of physics. Laws of physics, Jim.
Ah, we come in peace, shoot to kill, shoot to kill, shoot to kill. We come in peace, shoot to kill. Scotty, beam me up.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
Well, it's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, Captain.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow.
You cannot change the script, Jim. I'll see you, Jimmy.
It's worse than that. It's physics, Jim.
Bridge to engine room, warp factor 9.
Oh, if I give it any more, she'll blow, Captain.
Star trekking across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Star trekking across the universe.
Slowly going forward 'cause we can't find reverse.
Star trekking across the universe.
On the Starship Enterprise under Captain Kirk.
Well, that little platter just warped over to our dimension from England, where it just spent a couple of weeks at the very top of the charts. And that's Star Trekkin' by the Firm on the Dr. Demento show. And before that, The Trouble with Klingons, an unreleased tape assembled for your demented pleasure by Dennis Williams. And now, from funny songs about television shows, we go to a funny song about real life, real history from about a year ago. Here's Pinkard and Bowden.
In a closet in Manila, where it's lonely, cold, and dark, 3,000 pairs of shoes are permanently parked. I've been worried about it since I saw it on the news. I wonder what's becoming of poor Imelda's shoes. Oh, there's high heels and low heels and no heels at all. walking with the peasants. Shoes for presidential balls. Shoes for diplomatic dinners and official barbecues. Well, I wonder still who's gonna fill poor Imelda's shoes. All the cobblers have stopped cobbling all around the world today. They fly their flags at half-mast since Imelda went away. The global footwear market is in panic and despair. They say it could be months before she buys another pair. Oh, they say Imelda bought them 'cause it made her people smile. She truly was benevolent to go that extra mile. She could have squandered all that cash on food and their welfare, but she knows they'd rather see those shoes and keep their cupboards bare. Oh, there's black ones, there's brown ones, there's yellow, red, and green. There's probably some in there Imelda's never seen. Oh, there's Nikes, there's Gucci's, there's Papagallos too. It'll take at least 6,000 feet to fill Imelda's shoes. Well, they must feel so abandoned in the dark for all this time. She didn't stop to tell them why she left them all behind. Their little souls are crying, God knows what they must feel. And all because Imelda was married to a heel. Oh, there's high heels and low heels and no heels at all. Shoes for walking with the peasants, shoes for presidential balls, shoes for diplomatic dinners and official barbecues. Well, I wonder still who's gonna fill poor Imelda's shoes. Oh, there's black ones, there's brown ones, there's yellow, red, and green. There's probably some in there Imelda's never seen. Oh, there's Nikes, there's Gucci's, there's Papagallos too. It'll take at least 6,000 feet to fill Imelda's shoes.
There are things when you dress that you put on your toes. There are boys who wear tubes and girls who wear hose. If you want to keep me warm when the freezing cold wind blows, don't give me your love and forget it. Just give me a pair of those. I want your socks. I want your socks. I'll wear them on my feet. I'll show them to my friends, 'cause I like the feel of that Dacron polyester blend. Argyle or cotton, wool or gold toe. When you tell me I got a foot fetish, then I tell you that I'll smell them, but you still say no. I swear I won't stretch them, won't pull out the threads. My puppy won't chew them or rip them to shreds. Tell me who has been putting his toes in your holes. Have you been a patient of that heel doctor shows? I want your socks. I want your socks. They're comfortable. Socks. Elasticals. Socks. They're darnable. Socks. They're made of wool. Knitted. But most of all, one size fits all. Socks are something that we should wear.
Socks are something that come in pairs.
Socks are thin and socks are thick. You can even wear one on your hand. Socks are washable when they're done. Socks get lost
one by one.
Socks. I need a podiatrist. Socks. I need a chiropodist. Socks. I need a pedicurist. Socks. I have a bunion. What's your definition of dirty, baby? When do you consider doing laundry? Don't you know I love to play footsie, baby? Don't you think it's time you gave socks to me?
Imelda. Never mind your shoes, I want your socks, Imelda. One of our newer demented hits, an as yet unreleased tape by the Iceman. That's for Barbara Larson of Tempe, Arizona, I want your socks. And before that, a little demented history, Pinkerton Bowden from last year with Imelda's Shoes for James Jumper of Camp Hill, PA. The Funny Five is next, and we just might have a visit to the audio torture chamber as well on the Dr. Demento Show, Westwood One Radio Network.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Dentine has a taste made for the two of you.
Just the two of us. Getting closer all the time. Just the two of us. You and I.
That clean, crisp Dentine taste makes it nicer to get close. Not even mouthwash freshens your breath better than when you're chewing Dentine.
Skinny sticklets, fat with flavor. Skinny, skinny.
That's the shape of
Skinny sticklets, fat with flavor. See how skinny, taste how fat.
Only one gum gives you 9 slim sticklets instead of 7 wide sticks in a regular size pack. Sticklets in natural spearmint or peppermint flavors.
Skinny, skinny, that's the shape of skinny sticklets, fat with flavor. See how skinny, taste how fat.